Hello again and welcome to Sudson Country Video. Hi, I'm Herb Sudson. On this show I have a very special guest. In fact, I'm honored to have this guest. Welcome Reba McEntire to the show.
Well,
welcome
thank you.
to Sudson Country.
Thank you. My pleasure to be here.
My pleasure to have you. God, I can't believe I'm sitting here next to you. I've seen you in videos, I play your records, and I've seen you on television. Here I am. Let's talk about Sweet 16, your latest album. How did you decide on a style of music like Kathy's Clown? It's sort of a different style than you usually do.
Well, the way I find material for my albums, I start in about August, because each January we record an album. And so in August I tell all the publishing companies and all the writers that I'm looking for material for my new album, and they send me everything they have that they want me to listen to, and I spend lots of hours in the back of my bus, after shows, before shows, in between cities, and I listen to the songs. And the ones I like, I keep the tapes, and I make a tape of my own of all the songs that I like. And then by the time I get about 100 songs that I kind of like, I kind of start the process of elimination, and the songs that really don't keep my interest and I kind of want to skip on the tape, I take them off. And I usually wind up with 10 to 15 songs to take to Jimmy Bowen, my co-producer, and we listen to them and we rate them, a number system, and it turns out very well.
What kind of variety of songs are on Sweet 16? I read an article where it's sort of a more variety than normal. Is it true?
Well, we've got a little bit of gospel.
I heard there's no bad songs on it, too.
I agree with that. Myself, I think the songwriters did a very good job. They're songs with messages, with meanings, and I think that they're very entertaining. It's I'm really proud of the album. I really am.
You co-wrote some of the songs on that.
Three of them.
I also read that. You plan to devote more time to writing songs?
Songwriting comes in a point of my life when I've got spare time, and that hasn't happened here lately. So my New Year's resolution was to at least write one song a month, and I haven't done that yet. So I'm really way behind.
You're 8 months behind.
Exactly.
I just watched you receive all your fans. You give them special attention, I'll tell you. It's
well, they're
really
special.
Incredible.
They're very special.
Why do you make such an effort?
Well, I think that they've made, and I know that they've made a special effort to go out and buy my albums, come to my concerts. They're very, very loyal. We have some fan club members while we're up here in the northeastern part of the United States touring that they've been to every one of our concerts. And if they can't make every one of them because of their work schedule, they're at least at 75% of them.
Wow.
And we've got a huge following all across the United States. These folks, you know, if there was more that I could do, the time permitting, I would do it. So this is the best technique we know how to do.
You travel worldwide. How do you converse with the people that can't speak English? Just a curiosity question. You know, when you receive fans overseas, you know, they don't. You don't.
Evidently, it's been translated because all the mail I can understand, and the folks that we do visit over there, we understand
But how
too.
about when you receive the line and they say, you know, they try to talk to you, converse with you in different languages?
Well, I haven't come to that yet.
Okay.
I don't know what we'll do with that situation.
I always ask that. How do they receive the music in a foreign language?
We do Radio Free Europe, and something about, what is that with Judy that we do? Something America. Voice of America, Voice of America. And Judy calls me every once in a while and she'll say, now there's someone in Nairobi who wants you to say hi to them, so you talk over this tape and say hi to them. And I'm like, Judy, how they understand? But evidently they do understand English well enough in Nairobi that they like my music.
Tell us about your concert in Switzerland. How were you received over there?
Very, very well. We were doing a concert with Johnny Cash and Rodney Crowell, and it went real well. You know, that's what I thought. I thought we'd get over there in Switzerland and they wouldn't know who I was, because I've never toured Europe before. This is my first year.
Is that so? You never went overseas?
Never have.
Oh.
And except for this year. We've been planning on it for many, many years, and that was the first time we went up there and did my concert, and I walked off stage and I thought, well, they'll never ask me back for an encore, and sure enough, boy, they hollered me back for an encore. In Switzerland, what they do, you know, like over here they hold lighters. Big lighters and things.
Right.
Over there they hold candles on the slow ballads. And every slow ballad, of course, I have a lot in my show, so they were holding candles up the whole time.
Must have melted in their hands.
It was great. And then the next night we played, the next night we played the Dominion Hall in London. Had a huge, you know, great reception there, and the people really knew my music, and they were singing along with me, so it was really good.
The last one to know.
Shot it also in a different location.
Okay.
This was shot down in Dallas, Texas. out in the great open plains, and we shot it all, not only out in the open, where it was out in a cattle ranch, but we also shot parts of it in a nightclub. We were trying to get a more on-stage performance with the conceptual type video that we usually do.
This the one that had performance footage in it? That's the one I remember.
With the video, with the moving lights and everything.
I remember reading the bio they had sent me about that.
Right.
Where does the concept come for the video that you're producing?
Well, it comes from a lot of different places, like whoever's in New England. John Small, the director, and also who had the production company for whoever's in New England, thought up the concept. The same as What Am I Going to Do About You? Now, as in Kathy's Clown, my manager came up with a concept, excuse me, and we produced that video. So it's pretty much whoever, the Sunny Kind of Love was a joint collaboration. I think my manager had the idea beginning, and Jack Cole came in and enhanced upon it. So it's usually a group effort. We really never sit back and just say, you know, you take it over, because we do like to get involved.
Any one person, everybody gets together and huddles and says, this is the concept. You kind of agree on a concept there.
Exactly.
I know how he feels.
That's the second video off the album Reba, and the second single. Now on this one, we decided to do this one ourselves. We had watched everybody produce and direct, and my manager Narva Blackstock and myself wanted to go in and produce and direct this one. And it was a lot of fun. We used my own band, my own staging, lighting, everything, and we did it there in Nashville. It was a lot of fun.
You're acting in the videos. What's the future expectations here? Does it lead to any, you're going to lead to any movie?
Well, matter of fact, it has. It really made me more curious about more acting involvement. So I started reading scripts for movies, and I read quite a few scripts before I found one I liked. And it'll be out in the spring of 1990.
Whoa.
Major motion picture.
Can you give us a briefing of this?
Well, it's I'm starring with Michael Gross, who's the father of Family Ties, and Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward.
Whoa.
And we really had a good time shooting. It was out in the desert, and it's kind of a desert monster movie.
Song, the title, can you reveal it?
Well, it was Tremors at the very beginning, and then it moved to Beneath Perfection, so I think it's back to Tremors right now.
Tremors again, that's the title of the movie?
Well, as far as I know, yes.
Okay. Hey, I want to thank Reba McEntire for being my guest on the show. It's just an incredible experience to be sitting here next to you.
Well,
somebody
thanks.
I adore, and somebody I've been playing the records of and showing videos, and here I am. I have the pleasure of having you on the Suds and Country. It's just beyond my wildest dreams. And
well, thanks.
Thank you very much for being on the show. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Hey, that wraps up this edition of Suds and Country Video. Until next time.